How to connect to SharePoint data using Designer. First, drag the SharePoint query component onto the canvas of an orchestration pipeline. Basic and Advanced mode gives you the option to construct your query in two different ways. Advanced mode requires you to write SQL to query your SharePoint data. In Basic mode, you can construct a query using the data source and data selection properties to select the data source and columns to use in a query. Under User, enter your SharePoint username. Select the corresponding SharePoint password, and if you need to add a new secret key, you can click Manage to add or manage your existing keys. Under URL, enter the web address that you visit to sign into your SharePoint account. Under SharePoint Edition, you can select either SharePoint Online or SharePoint On-Premise. When the authentication has been successful, you'll have access to your SharePoint data sources. These can be found under the data source property. After the data source has been selected, the data selection property allows you to select specific columns from the data source. Then, under the target table property, choose the table name you want to load your SharePoint data to. Then select where your data is to be staged. In this example, we'll use a Snowflake managed staging area. An Amazon S3 location and bucket can be selected if preferred. Now you can also configure any optional properties if required. Check the orchestration pipeline has validated successfully, then click the Run button to run the pipeline. Your SharePoint data will now be available in the target table defined earlier, ready for further transformations. For full information on the SharePoint query component and the Data Productivity Cloud, please visit the Matillion documentation site.